And we are back, and we just finished watching Netflix's Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, out today, streaming only on Netflix. This is from 2025, rated PG-13, with a runtime of 2 hours and 24 minutes. This comes to us from writer-director Rian Johnson, and is the third installment in the Benoit Blanc sagas, starring Daniel Craig as the super sleuth, Benoit Blanc. In this story, he finds himself coming to a small church in, I guess, upstate New York, where Monsignor Wicks, played by the always lovely Josh Brolin, has been murdered. And the prime suspect is Father Jud Duplanticity. Did I say that right?
It was something like
it was something
or something.
Strange name. I mean, initially it's everybody's a suspect, but
yes,
it's mainly like
Father Jud.
Everybody thinks it's Father Jud. Though.
Right. And Father Jud is played by the always also fabulous Josh O'Connor, who I feel has been in a lot of stuff right now, but good on him. I'm going to go around the table and get impressions. I want to remind the table, no spoilers. I'm just going to start with you, G. Did you like the film?
I did like what I saw. I was asleep for a lot of this movie.
Yeah. 2 hours and 24 minutes is a bit.
A little bit,
but especially after a full day.
From what I saw, it was pretty good. I always like when they unveil stuff at the end of the mystery movie. I never figure it out myself. So.
Yeah. What did you, without giving away any spoilers, were you satisfied with the final conclusion of the story?
Yeah, I'd say I was.
Okay.
I definitely wasn't dissatisfied.
All
I think this is probably my second favorite out of the three because the first one will always be the best.
Yes.
And the second one was just, I don't think I disliked it, but we watched it so long ago and it's really like not memorable. So I guess that'd be last.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite character in this?
Probably not.
No. Okay. That's fair. Can I go to you? Your impressions, please.
I thought it was good. Also, I agree. It's probably the second best in the trilogy.
Yes.
Like G said, I remember liking the second one, but it just, as she said, it wasn't memorable.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I stayed awake for the whole thing, but it was long. I will say that. I feel like they could have trimmed off maybe something. I don't know where they would have trimmed it off, but 2.5 hours is a long time.
But I was thoroughly entertained. I was very sucked into the story.
Me too. Yeah, they definitely keep you interested.
And I was yelling out who I thought it was.
They definitely keep you interested. You were yelling out. I would probably say I had my suspicions about people being involved in the murder, but I did not know how everything was done. I mean, they do introduce some things where I'm like, okay, there's a way in. But there were other aspects to it that I was like, no, like, how does that work? How does this all work? And then, like, at the end, and there's a certain point, I'm not going to give anything away, but things start getting really crazy where you're dealing with stuff that shouldn't be able to be explained. But that's one of the themes of the movie is you're dealing with faith and the church and belief and things like that.
But not just church, right? Because I feel like there's undercurrents of a lot of stuff in this.
There's undercurrents of a lot of stuff. There definitely is a bit of a commentary and satire about sort of like the right-wing blogosphere, that sort of thing.
Cults of personality.
The cults of personality. This kind of, I guess, it's interesting in the sort of the dichotomy between Judd and Wick.
Yeah.
And how they approach faith.
Yes.
And also interesting in sort of the fact that one of them has actually done something horrible and the other one is just sort of like, I am horrible. And kind of undeservedly so. He like, I don't want to give anything away, but
did you have a favorite character?
There are Judd and Wick are like almost like complete opposites.
Did you have a favorite character?
I liked Father Jud.
Yeah,
I thought he was a very interesting, sympathetic character, and I'll never be a religious person as far as I know, but I could respect someone whose faith was like Father Jud. I respect that kind of belief.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how it should be.
Right. As someone who was I guess as someone who now identifies as a lapsed Catholic, this really spoke to me. I am tickled pink by all the undercurrents in the story. I too don't want to give anything away because it just dropped on the streamer today. However, my favorite sequence is when Father Jud and Louise talk, and that's all I'm going to say. And I think that sequence is very lovely and beautiful, and also kind of to your point about faith and giving people grace.
And just basically the true purpose of
what religion
of what
should
the
be.
church should be doing.
Right, exactly. Olive G, over to you. What did you think of the film? Did you like it? Did you hate it?
I thought it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite character?
Probably Father Jud too. He was
Yeah.
a nice guy, and I liked him a lot.
What did you think of the women of the film? Let's start with Vera, the girl who raises Cy. Did you think that was cool what she did? Like just outing stuff, or no? We shouldn't talk about it, but what did you think of that sequence without giving too much away, Olive G?
I thought she was an interesting character, and I felt a little bad for her during like some parts when like some stuff was revealed.
Yeah.
But other than that, I couldn't really care about her because she wasn't like a focal point, or I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. Gigi, what did you think of Simone, the girl in the wheelchair?
Oh, I was about to say, who the hell is that? I thought she was a little bit annoying. I guess I didn't really watch enough of her acting or whatever.
Mm-hmm. We saw her in Alien Romulus earlier in the year, which we loved her in.
Was that Kaylee Spaney?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't even know.
Yeah. So her function is to be kind of the avatar for, like, I guess the true believer. She believes whatever you sell her, to the point where she's just giving Monsignor Wicks all her money.
True, yeah, she was extremely, extremely faithful. I
Yeah.
think that's what annoyed me about her.
Yeah, because she didn't ask for receipts. She just believed whatever he told her. And then when she goes back to him, he basically, it's almost like he's belittling her. Like, I never promised you anything, which was kind of mean. And then later on, she's like, I want to see with my own eyes. But then at the end, I think her resolution is good because as Father Jud wraps up, he's like, sometimes people get over their obstacles just through the art of getting to that next day and fighting through.
Yeah, I liked how that wrapped up. So she
Yeah.
wasn't all that bad, I guess.
Yeah, but it's interesting because there are people like that, right? You sell them a story and they just want to believe so much. Over to you. What did you think of Martha?
Glenn Close is great.
Yeah.
She is.
I love that she's in her 70s now and just still, she is like on fire lately. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Isn't she in that stupid Kim Kardashian show?
She is. I've heard nothing but bad things about it. It's so funny because I really wanted to watch that because the trailer looked amazing. The trailer looked amazing, and plus Sarah Paulson. But everyone that I've talked to that has watched it is like, oh God, skip it. It's trash.
No, we should watch it just to clown on it.
All right, we can. After the holidays.
Okay.
All right, I'm sorry. Go back to you. What did you think of Martha?
I mean, yeah, she does a great job. The character is very interesting. She's not just Glenn Close, but also like she's there from the beginning. She's and the first time Martha is or the youngest you see Martha, she's a little girl.
Right.
She was basically sort of like this loyal acolyte of Wicks' grandfather, Prentice. And
there is an explanation as to why Prentice has a grandchild, which is interesting because I think we all looked at each other like, wait a second, how is he the grandson of the priest of the parish? Yeah.
Yeah, and these are Catholic priests. These aren't, some reverend guy. So yeah, and she is just really good, and I would say a very integral part of the story.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I was going to talk about Chief Geraldine, played by Mila Kunis, but I feel like she's such a periphery character. She's not as strong as like Martha. I think Martha, as far as the female actresses go, is the MVP. I think my second favorite would be Simone, Kaylee's character. But I feel like she wasn't really. She didn't really do much. No.
Like in the other ones, well, at least in the first one, you had the two investigators, and even though they really didn't do much either, they had more personality. I feel there was like a sort of you had the two of them, so they worked off each other.
Yeah.
And Geraldine didn't really have that. There wasn't a subordinate officer or anything like that.
Right.
And she was just sort of, I don't know, like a minor obstacle that was usually just ignored.
Yeah. I mean, she felt like a subordinate to Benoit. I mean, obviously Benoit is, it's kind of interesting because he, in this film, it felt like he may have solved the murder quickly, but he has that, quote, road to Damascus encounter and moment. And so he doesn't come clean about what he knows until later. And I thought that was kind of interesting, too, and also tied in with the messaging in the film.
Yeah, one thing I thought was interesting was that of all three films, in this one, he is the most cocky. He is just like, I'm here for my checkmate moment. And, and you know, an impossible murder. That's why I'm here.
Right.
He was like very cocky about everything.
Yeah.
And by the end, it's sort of like he does have like a bit of a character arc there where it's not about the hunt or the game.
Right.
Or
it's
whatever.
about extending grace and
right.
Yeah.
After he has that talk with Father Jud.
Right. Yeah, I really like this a lot. I really like the undertones of the film. I think if you really pay attention, there's a lot more going on than meets the eye. And I agree with everybody at the table. I think this is probably the second best of the three. And if I was going to give this a number between 1 and 10, I'm going to give this a 7.5. Gee, what's your number, 1 to 10?
I'd probably give it a 7, maybe 2.
Okay, what's your number?
Yeah, I'd give it a 7.
Olive G, 1 to 10, what's your number?
Like a 6-7.
A 6-7. Okay.
But I'll give it an 8.
An 8. Okay. Yeah, I think it is an investment, but it definitely pays off in dividends at the end. I think Benoit's wardrobe is top tier. 10 out of 10, no notes. I think his fashion game is like undefeated in this film. I think it's gotten better and better. I think the characters were really well done. Kudos to Josh O'Connor for just being lovely and being the absolute heart and soul of this film.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Check it out. Rian Johnson's 2025 Wake Up, Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. Currently streaming on Netflix, which may or may not own WB. We'll find out that mystery soon enough. Yeah. This is tagged as dark comedy, whodunit, comedy, crime, drama, mystery, and thriller, and is rated PG-13 with a runtime of 2 hours and 24 minutes. Go check it out. And before we wrap up, please don't forget to like, share, and follow. And with that, we'll bid you all a
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.